Christopher Columbus was Jewish and belonged to the Jewish nation and culture. More specifically, Christopher Columbus was a Sephardic Jew, as is unequivocally clear from the results of the DNA analysis of Christopher Columbus and his brother, Diego, carried out by the University of Granada. Columbus was born, raised, and educated within a Jewish or faithfully converted family environment, and this is clearly seen in his texts where he repeatedly talks about the Jewish eschatology of the end of the world. The Bible that Columbus read as a young man was a Jewish version, as Professors Juan Gil and Juan Fernández Valverde point out. The school that Columbus attended was a Jewish school, where he learned to write Catalan, Spanish, and Hebrew. Linguistics professors Luis de Izaguirre Maura and Dr. Estelle Irizarry consider that the most likely underlying language for the autograph writings of Christopher Columbus, written in Castilian, is the Catalan language. The controversy over whether Columbus was Italian or Spanish makes no sense, since in the span of Columbus' life there never existed neither an Italian United Kingdom nor a Spanish United Kingdom, despite the forgery of the Spanish historiography in this sense. Pope Alexander VI granted the New World to the Catholic kings and their successors in the crown of Castile and Leon, not to the future kings of Spain. The Catholic kings made this point clear to the Colon family, giving them a motto on the admiral shield, which clearly said, "Por Castilla y por León, Nuevo Mundo halló Colón." Instead, it makes sense to find out and discover the final result of the Genovese Colombo versus Catalan or Valencian Colombo controversy. The Jews were expelled from Genoa after the 12th century, and therefore there was no Jewish community in Genoa and no synagogue at the time of Christopher Columbus' birth and childhood. If Columbus was Jewish, it is difficult to accept his birth in Genoa. This incompatibility has been expressed by Italian historians such as Paolo Emilio Taviani, Ernesto Lunardi, or Gianni Granzotto. Therefore, the Genoese Cristoforo Colombo of the Orthodox theory, identified as the discoverer of the New World, cannot be. This is an erroneous identification and perhaps manipulated by the interests of the Republic of Genoa. Since Columbus was a Sephardic Jew and proved that the Columbus brothers were foreigners in the Kingdom of Castile and Leon, it is most likely that they were natural subjects of the Mediterranean Catalan Empire, otherwise known as the Crown of Aragon. A document referring to a Bartomeu Colom, Genoese, but resident in Valencia, brings us closer to the city of Valencia as the birthplace of the three Columbus brothers. These brothers would have a dual identity, Genoese and Valencian at the same time, four being the children of a Genoese immigrant and a Valencian Sephardic Jewish mother. Columbus could say he was Genoese without lying, because he was the son of a Ligurian immigrant in Valencia. If it were proven that Columbus was a Valencian Sephardic Jew, it would be unforgivable for Spanish historians to want to nationalistically appropriate the historical figure of Columbus as Spanish. Colón fue español. Precisely at the historical moment when the Jews were expelled from all the domains of the Catholic kings as undesirable, causing so much pain and injustice to the Jewish people. Christopher Columbus was a Jew by nationality, and that's enough.